Hello there. Once again, it's Anton from Anton Bay. Thank you for stopping by the collection room today. Today I'm taking a look at some Malibu Ultraverse comics that probably even some of the Malibu Ultraverse big fans missed out on, which is the Elvin series. This was 4 issues, beginning with 0 to 3. She was kind of billed as Prime's little sister. The books were not widely distributed, and they were... well, Elvin would have appeared in some of the flip books. So she was like in the back of some of the other issues, upside down, and she would have been like promoted in there. Not something that was really highly promoted anywhere else. She wasn't terribly popular because she only lasted 4 of her own issues, and here is what they are. The premise being she is not always this big creature woman. She is just kind of like Prime. She's small, normal sized human that changes into a larger creature. And this story here is actually what took place in one of the backs of one of those flip books. So this is recollected of those flip book issues. So this would have been the first appearance I'd seen of her. She turns into this giant, hideous, I don't know, Celtic looking beast thing. But that's not her normal appearance. She's just a normal girl that transforms into that, just like Prime. Now, some of these I have seen, some of them I have not. I don't know what, like, I don't believe I've read all these, but I did make the effort of trying to kind of piece them all together, and every time I would see one somewhere in a dollar bin, I would grab it. And, you know, they're a little on the odd side. They're in that weird magic realm of the Malibu Ultraverse. Anytime you get into their magic realm, it's almost always alien. So this would have been another Prime tie-in. And Elvin is pretty strong. I think she can even hold her own kind of against Prime to some degree, at least a little bit. Of course, no one's actually as strong as Prime, but and this is, of course, Rogue Prime. Yep. Her husk of outside body thing falls off, and she's just this normal gal inside. Well, Prime is like a 13-year-old kid, and that's where he's like, it's okay, I understand. You're just like me. He is like just a kid. And when he sheds his skin, he's just a young boy. And this is a young woman. I'm not sure if they're quite, she's not quite as young as him. He's like a kid. But yeah, so the goo will explode out of you, wrap you in this shell, and make you this giant monster. And that's what Prime is. That's what this gal is. That's why they refer to her as Prime's little sister, for some reason. So yeah, you end up having another hero, even though she looks so weird. The thing is when they have this type of power, they kind of, whoever they define, like their idolized version of what a super male or a super female is what they manifest, which is why she pictures a you know, Celtic warrior maiden godlike thing, and that's why she raps that way. Prime raps the way he does. Like sometimes he's Mr. Superhero guy, then he went tough. He can change how he looks. But it's just based on the imagination of the person who activates it. And they decided she was a little bit disgusting looking in the first one, so they have toned down some of the weird, like, gross appearance. Now this is her first issue, so we can't expect a total recap of everything to be exactly the same. Of course not, because it's the same book. And she is just a young girl, just like Prime. Weird. Well, she is young. She was not near that young in the other one. Weird. Weird why they change stuff. course, maybe they were looking at this thinking, this is kind of icky looking. Maybe she won't sell. Maybe let's try it like this. Make her more similar to Prime. Of course, they did say Prime's little sister, so she would have to be younger than him, and he is fairly young. And we're getting ads from Marvel, so this probably takes place, when is this, 95, February? I'm trying to think if Marvel owns them at this point yet. I don't think so, but that might be the decision to change the design, why it's so different, why she looks so different. But I don't think this is a post-Marvel book. It doesn't look like one. I'd say they're probably in talks with Marvel at this point. But this is totally a Malibu book. Yeah, the Ask Diane page. This is a Malibu book. All the way. They did get bought out by Marvel. They did change. All that happened. And you can usually tell. They just look different. This looks like a full-on Malibu. Like Marvel hasn't touched it yet. That's an awesome thing. She's got his tongue. She's ripping it out. Swinging him across the room with it. But yeah, so I've mentioned, even if you're familiar with a lot of Ultraverse stuff, you might not have heard of Elvin. She is kind of like super obscure in the confines of this universe. Definitely a side background player that didn't get much press or promotion, and you can kind of maybe pick up why. I could see why this character wasn't a big hit. It's kind of a gross looking character. And did he just vomit that guy out? That's awesome. Pretty sure this only ran 3 issues, but now that I am like flipping through them, of course I start to question myself. Is this really just 4 issues? You know, I do keep, this has got to be late in the Malibu run. By the end of the year, they'd be owned by Marvel, and all their good characters would be gone. All of their stuff would be gone. Their book would be ruined. I need Elvin. I need her help now. Now those jerks will pay. So yeah, she basically said she's just a child that turns into a big weird monster. Just same as Prime. Although, you know, a slightly, I don't know, I wouldn't really call that sexualized. Because it's a gross design. It's kind of creepy. Maybe that's why this book didn't take off, because it's like, this is a young kid. Why would we promote it that way? But in my opinion, I never understood why we did Prime that way either. Why would we want to see a 12-year-old kid as this jacked guy, you know, trying to solve life's big problems and stuff like that? I still remember when he was like hitting on Chelsea Clinton, and the president was looking at him really weird, like, why is Prime hitting on my teenage daughter? Stuff like that, it makes it difficult sometimes. I remember this guy with an arm coming out of his head, but I don't remember his name. Uh-oh, problem. To be continued. I don't know that there was any more. I don't remember there being any more. Was there any more? I'm gonna have to look now. I thought all there was 4 issues, broken up 0 through 4. Shoot, I will now have to see if I can locate, or maybe I already have issue 4. If not, I'm terribly sorry. I will have to bring it up later. But that is what I've got right now. 0, 1, 2, 3. That's as far as I knew they went. If there's more, I will find it. But let me know if you've seen Elvin, if you're familiar with Elvin, or if you know anything more about it than I do. So I don't know that much, honestly. But I appreciate you watching. I thank you guys. That's my story. Catch you later. Bye.